The following is a presentation of Muddy River News.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Muddy. Today, joining me is Angie Wilcoxsen. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. I'm going to scoot this a little bit closer to you. So Today, you're here to chat with me about the Hannibal Cannibal.
Yep.
Okay.
28th year.
28th year. That's what I was going to ask, because I know it has been going on a long time, but 28 years that's quite the long haul.
It is.
That's awesome.
We have a few people that have done just about all 28.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm sure everybody probably knows what it is, but for anyone who doesn't, the Hannibal Cannibal is a race.
Correct.
Right?
And we have varying differences. So, or distances. We have a 5K, a 10K, and a 15K run.
Okay.
And then we also have a 5K leisure walk,
that
which
would be
is non-competitive.
That'd be more my style, yeah. And more than a race, it's basically a fundraiser, right? Because it goes towards what? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no, you're fine. This is one of Hannibal Regional Foundation's major fundraisers for the year. Every year, the foundation has an annual campaign. And so the Hannibal Cannibal always goes to support that.
Okay.
And this year, our annual campaign is the Making Memories Matter campaign.
Okay. And can you explain a little bit what that is? Because I read it and I love it. But
yes.
Okay.
Starting in January, Hannibal Regional Healthcare System acquired Hospice of Northeast Missouri, which is located in Kirksville, Missouri. And so we're raising funds. They cover like a 6-county area already.
Okay.
But we're raising funds to help them kind of expand their services some. It'll also provide some patient assistance funds to give families and patients some extra support when
they need it most.
That's
great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
I love that cause. So the Hannibal Regional Foundation, you explained, so you do a lot of, you take care of a lot of, events and people around the area right now. How long have you guys been an organization?
The foundation started in 2003.
Okay, awesome. Well, great. And I'm sorry, I didn't even introduce your role, but
actually not 2003. I'm sorry.
You're
1993.
Right. 1993, a little bit longer, yeah. Okay, so and your role within the Hannibal Regional Foundation is what?
I'm Director of Finance.
Perfect. Okay, so you handle all of the money that you're about to raise with this awesome race.
Right.
Yeah, that's awesome. So if people want to sign up, it's kicking off, like the registration starts when?
Oh, it's already started.
It has.
We've got like 1,100 people registered.
So. Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
So you don't want to miss out.
Don't miss out. 1,100 people. That is great. So if registration has started, when does it end?
At like 6:45 the morning of the race.
Okay, so they have time.
Yeah, so
not
if
much.
they wake up that morning and decide, oh, it's beautiful out, I think I'll go run.
Yeah,
they can come down that morning.
Okay, or even if it's rainy, be like, I can handle this. It's a Hannibal Cannibal.
Right.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so. But packet, so they pick up their packet. So there's registration, and then you pick up your packet, right?
Right. So they can register online right now.
Okay.
HannibalCannibal.com.
Okay.
Or they can come by our offices at 175 Shin Lane in Hannibal.
All right.
And if they come by and register there, they'll leave with everything they need for race day.
There you go. And when is race day? I guess we should probably mention that.
Yeah, Saturday, July 1st.
July 1st. Okay.
We're doing a rolling start again this year. We started that during COVID to kind of spread people out. So they have really between 6:30 and 7 to start their
the race. Okay.
We are going back though to the big cannon start at 6:30, which I'm so excited
for.
And so we're kind of encouraging the more competitive
to
people to
early.
go ahead and start at 6:30. That way you know who you're running against and who you got to beat.
Right. And then also you don't make people like me who are leisurely walking feel like a total turd for just like for getting left in the dust right off the get-go. But okay, so yeah, cannon start. How cool is that?
Yeah.
All right. Now, where does it start? What's kind of the course?
So it starts at Hill and Main in Hannibal, which if you're familiar with the area, there's the Mark Twain Boyhood Home is right there beside the start line.
Okay.
It goes all the way down Main Street to Church Street.
Okay.
And then it turns west on Church Street.
Okay.
Goes up a block and then catches Highway 79. And then depending on which distance you do, goes out from there.
Okay.
So like the 5K goes just about to the top of that big incline on 79 as you're heading out of town, turns around, comes back, does Lover's Leap, and then heads back town.
That gets pretty intense then, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
The 10K follows the same route, except it goes on past that 5K turnaround.
Okay.
There's a place down when you get close to Continental Cement where the road kind of levels out and opens up to the river, and the 10K turnaround is in that area.
Okay.
And then the 15K runners, who are really brave, they go the same route as the 10K, but when they get to Mark Twain Cave and Campground, they actually turn in and they run a loop. They run 2 loops through the cave and campground area, come back onto 79 and go almost to the Continental Cement entrance.
So it gets pretty intense. But
and all of them have to do Lover's Leap.
Everybody has to do Lover's Leap. But still, I mean, great scenery.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you looked at the weather? Do you know if it's supposed to be nice?
I try not to look.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
idea. Also, it changes so much. You never know.
I think somebody told me, though, like the morning of the race, they're forecasting like mid to upper 60s.
Perfect.
At race time. So, it'll be beautiful.
Perfect. Okay. And then, of course, events like this don't happen with, they just don't happen. There's people, it takes a village to pull it off, right? People like you and the foundation, but then also sponsors.
Right. We have great sponsors, and a lot of these sponsors have come back year after year. I think this is my 17th race that I've been involved in, and I know some of these sponsors have been in it since the beginning, that as long as I've been there.
Right.
So,
that's excellent.
Advanced Physical Therapy is our official sponsor, and they've done that for many years. And then other sponsors are Hannibal Regional Medical Group, WGEM, Kick FM, KHMO, The Eagle, Buckingham Strategic Wealth, Hannibal Medical Supplies, the Hannibal Courier Post, Sheridan Valley, Survival Flight, Culligan, Refreshment Services Pepsi, Mark Twain Cave, Seidenstricker Novi, Hannibal Parks and Rec, BASF, Golden Ruler Business Center, General Mills, Harold Wig, McDonald's, Robinson Outdoor, Friendship Brewery, and Fastlane.
That's awesome. That's quite the list.
It is. And some of those are cash sponsorships. Others provide stuff we need for race day.
Sure.
Culligan and Pepsi provide all the water for the runners.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of ways to get involved.
That's awesome. So thank you to all the sponsors. This is, of course, an amazing event. Now, if somebody wants to participate, what do they do to get registered, and how much is it?
So right now the price is $35 to register.
Okay.
If you're interested, do it now, because online registration closes Wednesday night at midnight, so next Wednesday night.
Okay.
The 28th, I believe, is the
Something
date.
like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've lost track of my days
me too.
now.
Me too. It's summertime.
Right. And so it's $35 till it closes online, and then it will go to $40.
Okay. And where do they go to register if they want to?
HannibalCannibal.com.
Okay.
Or they can call us at our offices at 573-629-3577.
Okay.
Or they can stop by our offices at 175 Shin Lane.
There you go.
There's some varying times for registration and packet pickup at our offices.
Okay.
But HannibalCannibal.com has all those times.
Yep.
And we also have a Facebook page, which has all the latest and greatest information.
Perfect. So. Yeah, and you can go check out the course and, more information on start times and what to expect.
The course maps out there.
Yeah.
We even have elevation maps out
I saw that.
there. So if
it's pretty detailed.
It does get detailed.
I love it.
A little scary if you look at those.
I mean, I think if you're going to race a 5, 10, or 15K, you're probably like, let's see it, throw it at them.
Well, and I think a lot of people come to do the Cannibal just because of the challenge.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a challenging course.
It is. That's awesome. Well, that's why it's called the Cannibal, right?
Well, and there's always that big debate, is the hill on 79 worse than Lover's Leap? And which one? The 79 hill is a long, slow climb.
Yeah. Which one comes second? That would probably be my toughest one.
Lover's Leap.
Yeah, then I would struggle with that one. Yeah.
Well, and the 10K and 15K runners, they get 79 going out, and then they got to come back up the backside of it.
Yeah.
And then they hit Lover's Leap. So they get it.
So it ain't called Hannibal Cannibal for no reason, right?
It's not.
Well, and it's also for a great cause. So the money that you're spending, of course, goes to the foundation, and of course, you guys and your campaign. It's awesome. It's just great stuff. So thank you for all the work you're putting in. And if you're interested in running the Hannibal Cannibal, go to their Facebook page, look them up online, HannibalCannibal.org. .com. Okay. And get ready to race. Right?
Absolutely, yeah.
All right. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
All right. Coming up next, I sit down with Hannibal's Meg Duncan. We talk about everything else happening in Hannibal. Stay tuned.
A great night's sleep starts at Harvey's Furniture. Check out the large selection of complete bedroom sets. And when it comes to mattresses, we have a full selection from Bemco, Spring Air, and Chatham & Wells. Harvey's Furniture. Our home, your home.
Tower Pizza and Mexican offers a full menu of pizza, wings, and Mexican favorites. Try the shrimp tacos, fajitas, or a Jeff's special pizza. Extra sauce, pepperoni, sausage, ham, and mushrooms, all on their homemade crust. Tower Pizza and Mexican, 2701 Broadway, Quincy.
Welcome to the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
With 6 big screens, a new larger kitchen, and now more seating capacity, the Abbey is the place to be. Before, during, and after the big game. Come enjoy fan favorite appetizers, steaks, burgers, and a variety of daily food and drink specials. Can't join us? Carryout is available too. Now with a convenient drive-up window to better serve you. 1736 Spring in Quincy. Opens at 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday.
Come join all your friends at the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
Instant Replay is your local sports bar. With 18 big screen TVs, we have all the sports packages from college games to pro games. We offer daily drink specials, and come check out the Bullpen, our newly renovated beer garden. Instant Replay, 2739 Chestnut in Quincy.
Are you looking for the perfect venue for your next special event? Check out Utopia Event Center.
Utopia has a large banquet room and an awesome bar area, perfect for anything from birthday parties to formal corporate meetings. It also offers a photo booth, stage for a DJ or a live band, and a fully stocked bar, all for only $300. Check us out at utopiaeventcenter.com or call Barn at 217-430-6559 for more information. Utopia Event Center, 900 North 12th Street in Quincy. And welcome back. Joining me now, Meg Duncan from Hannibal. What's up?
Hi, how are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm good.
I feel like every time we start, we go to say, how are you at the same time. It's just because we're on the same page, I guess.
And then I wave, and I don't know why.
It's fine. I love it.
I wave at everybody.
I need to start my own thing. Like, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I'm like addicted to waving, and here's why. Because when we moved out into the country, which was recently, there's apparently a gravel road rule.
Yeah.
So when you're on gravel, you wave.
Yes.
Well, so now I just...
You wave at everybody?
I just wave at everybody.
Just driving down the street like...
all the time.
You know what? I love that because we had an RV at one time, and it's also an unwritten rule in campgrounds that you wave at everyone.
Oh.
Okay, except for Ash. Ash does not get the wave. I mean, I can be waving like a complete idiot, and I just don't get the wave.
I find that sometimes too, but now I don't know if it's correct. But my husband was always a country boy, you know. So he says that I overdo the wave.
Yeah, I think I do too.
And it's actually supposed to be just a nod.
Oh.
Like that.
Oh. Yeah, this is trucker, I think.
Or or your finger or whatever. But I'm like...
Yeah, I do too. I get very nerdy about it. Hey, no apologies from me though, because I'm like, look, I'm excited.
Me too. And now I just accidentally wave at everybody. That's a lot of waving.
It is.
It is.
So consider yourself lucky to get away from Megan. Yeah. There you go. Okay. So I just spoke with Angie Wilcoxsen from the Hannibal Regional Foundation. Of course, we're talking about the Hannibal Cannibal.
Yes.
What a cool thing!
Yes.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that it benefited the foundation.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't really realize that it was, kind of a fundraiser. Mm-hmm. But I love their campaign this year. So very cool.
I do too for hospice.
Yes.
Right? Yes, I love that.
If you've ever experienced, and I'm sure most people have, one of your loved ones on hospice, it is very important to have resources there to kind of, the transition it's so tough anyway.
Yep.
But when you have that support, just the extra support, it means so much. So I love that.
It does. When my parents were passing away, we had hospice, and of course the same person would come for both of them.
Right.
And I still talk to her to this day. She even had mom passed away before she was able to give it to her, so she gave it to me. But she even crocheted her a quilt.
Oh,
so they really they
go above and beyond.
They do.
That's so amazing.
It's something very special.
It is
for all involved.
Yes, absolutely. Mm-hmm. So it's a great cause. I know not everybody, including myself, is a runner. I don't normally run. If I am running, you should probably run too. There's something after us. But because it is such a great cause, they have different levels of competitiveness and lengths of the race.
Yes.
You're doing it.
I am doing it, but I've never done it before. So I am doing it with my friend.
Okay.
And we've been practicing. We're just doing the stroll.
Yeah.
The 5K stroll.
Hey,
yeah.
it's still participating.
Yeah.
It's more than a lot of people are going to do.
Yeah.
So good for you.
Thanks.
Although she did say there's like 11 or 1,200 people already signed up.
Oh, probably.
That's outstanding.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it gets really, really big.
Yeah.
And so I'm pretty, I think it's going to be cool to, and we've been practicing every, Saturday morning, which is real hard to get me out of bed on a Saturday morning.
Yeah,
so
me too.
I like bed on Saturday
me
mornings.
too.
But I've been doing it because I think it's going to be pretty rough if I don't.
Yeah.
So
Possibly.
Yeah.
But good for you.
Thanks.
I love the dedication to it.
Thanks.
And so now are you going to paint your face and get all into it since this is your first one, or are you just going to
I don't know.
Yeah.
I probably would.
Yeah.
For me, I'll never think of it on my own. But if somebody comes up to me and is like, "You want to paint your face?" I'll be like, well,
Yeah.
sure, I do.
Because I haven't been involved in many races, but some people get really, really into it and they dress up and
yeah. I'll be lucky at that time of day just to be dressed.
Of course, now when I say that, if you dress up, you'll be the only one. They'll be like, look at Megan.
Ashley.
Damn it, Ashley. Oh, it's funny. Okay, so maybe don't dress up unless you know other people are doing it, but that would be awesome.
Actually, I would probably love that.
They'd be like, oh, there she is. You definitely rep Muddy River News appropriately.
Yeah, that's right.
Awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so aside from the Hannibal Cannibal, we know that National Tom Sawyer Days are coming
Yes.
up. I just spoke to the two folks from there. I can't remember their name, Brant Dooley and Kaylee Buckhorn, I believe.
Yes,
if I got that right, I will be so proud of myself. But we talked to them about all the events coming up. So
so much going on.
there is a lot.
Excited.
And so, yeah, check that out on, what's the website they can go? Isn't it like
Visit Hannibal,
Visit
and
Hannibal,
then
yeah.
also the JC's sponsors
That's it,
that, so they can
JC's.
go to the JC's website as well.
Cool.
So, there's so much going on with
so
that.
much. And
Yes.
then, but that's not it, because, you, of course, always get the scoop on everything else happening. So give us the skinny.
So, okay. We have one, a lot of people really love doing this, and it's the going to see the riverboats that come in.
Yeah.
There are 12 just in July that are coming to the Hannibal Riverfront, and it's great for taking pictures, things like that. It's just a cool sight to
It's
see.
very cool.
And there's the American Symphony, there's American Queen, it's all American Countess, but there's also the Viking Mississippi that's coming on July 14th. That right now is always a
That's cool.
big exciting one.
Yeah.
So that's July 14th that they're going to be docking.
Now, do people, when the boats dock, do people come into Hannibal?
Yeah,
They
it's
do.
really cool. They
That is so
have
cool.
usually Tom and Becky are there, one of the representatives of the Tom and Becky.
Yeah.
They're usually there, and they greet people coming off, and then they'll have actually most of the time, I've seen Megan Rapp there before too as well, the director of Hannibal Tourism, and they'll have goodie bags for them for Hannibal.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and then sometimes the cruise liner will have a bus, and the bus will take them out to the cave,
or, the
things
winery
like
out
that.
there. That's so cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Quincy, we need to do something like that.
I mean, they
feel.
do spend money. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
right.
it's
Gotta
a
be
great
great
thing
for
for
tourism.
Hannibal. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just 12 coming in July and a whole slew coming in August.
Jeez.
Yeah, so
that's
it's
really
a
cool.
really, really
I mean,
cool thing.
I already said Quincy would need golf carts, or Muddy River News would have to have a trolley or something to
Can
bring
we
people
get a
up.
trolley?
Yeah,
we need
right.
to ask for a trolley.
That's what I think too.
We could we could.
We could do, we could do that. Bob could drive it.
Yeah, he could drive it. We could narrate.
Yes.
I want
we
a
could.
trolley.
Off to your left.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be so cool.
Or the Clopper. Remember the Clopper? Did you ever know the Clopper in Hannibal?
No.
Oh, it was so wonderful. And I think that the Clopper's retired, but maybe it isn't. I just haven't seen the Clopper.
What is this thing?
It was I think it was a Clydesdale, and it would
cool.
just pull. Yeah,
Very cool.
And it was the Clopper because it would clop,
Yeah,
clop, clop,
that's awesome.
Oh.
Or maybe we could just get some, what are those things, rickshaws or whatever. Bob could drive us on one of those. Bob, I'm just throwing you under the bus left and right over here.
I feel like that would represent us well.
That would be pretty cool. Yeah.
Hey.
I may or may not be getting the bird right now.
There's
That's so
there's some
funny.
bird happening over
there
there.
is. Yeah, I'm just saying, endless possibilities. Okay, so the boat's coming in. Of course,
Yes.
really neat, and probably something that like kids love to see. So
absolutely,
great family thing.
Yeah, and
just
great
something to
photo
do.
ops.
Yeah,
everybody
Very
always
cool.
loves the photo ops. You know,
Yeah.
so
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's
What
really cool.
else?
So something else that is kind of cool, I think, that's happening in Hannibal. I just went and talked to actually Police Chief Naki about this. So they're handing out citations in Hannibal for doing good.
Good.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
Well,
what
they've
we got
always
going
done
on?
that.
Yeah, what do we got going on now? For good
Yeah.
stuff. Well,
Good
that's
stuff.
a nice surprise.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, you get this citation and it says, you know, you have a citation for doing the right thing or something like that.
Yeah.
And so it just started last week. And basically, you know, Chief Naki said it's a great way, you know, just for them to get out in the community.
Sure.
But really, they're just on patrol.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
Well,
not.
and positive reinforcement
Yeah.
is a good thing.
Yes.
You know, I learned it with my kids and
Yes.
with other, you know, sometimes adults. So I'm sure this is going to be
Yeah.
a great thing.
Yeah, it's for kids and adults.
Perfect.
So they want to make sure that they do both. Actually, it was Officer Ham. I spoke with her today, and she's actually getting me in touch with someone that she gave one to. So I'll have a story on
fun.
this as well.
Now, when they do it, are they like, whoop, whoop, and then they pull you over, you're like, oh, crap, and then they give it to you?
You know, I don't know. I think so
That would be
far
interesting.
that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Unless they ran.
Yeah, oh, my gosh, can you imagine?
And then all of a sudden, like, they're just going to jail. Like, can you take someone to jail
Look,
for?
I was going to give you a good citation, but now you're going
Now
to jail.
you're going to jail. That would be awful.
That would be terrible.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I need to check on that.
Yeah, that
would
would
be hilarious. So anyway, most of the time they're just like approaching them, I think.
Okay, good. That may be smarter.
Yeah, chasing somebody down.
Don't let me
It's a
plan.
good citation,
Yeah.
I swear. Come back.
Good one.
So anyway, yeah, that's what they're doing.
Still a really cool
Yeah.
idea.
Oh, I
love
know.
that.
I love
Yeah.
it. I think it's so cool. And she's given out 2, but then the other officers have given out a whole bunch too.
Very
so yeah, so it's happening. And when you get one, you get a free ice cream cone from Sonic.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, Sonic.
So it's not just a nice piece of paper.
no,
You actually get something.
Yeah, you actually get something
Nice.
for it. So
Yeah, that's so cool.
I think so too.
Love it.
I loved that.
Yeah,
So,
how long is that going through? Do you know?
I think always.
Okay.
As far as unless they decide to stop.
Sure.
So Chief Naki said that he would like to, to start it right now because in the summer they're not able to do a lot of outreach events because
Right.
there's just so many events going on in Hannibal. That's where they're at. They're
you go.
staffing that,
Yep.
making sure that things are safe. So this is a way for them to just organically do that, just I'm on patrol and look at you,
Yeah.
like you're doing
Engagement,
this
positive
great
engagement.
thing.
I love
Yeah,
it. That's
yeah,
great.
I think so too.
Yeah, and then
So-
something else that you were talking about before we flipped on the camera, and this is really cool, and you may or may not have a lot of information yet.
I don't yet.
But we can go ahead and tell everybody.
Yeah, so yeah, I think that this project is very exciting, and I think a lot of people have just heard about it, but we weren't sure when it was going to happen. So
Okay.
they're today doing an announcement over at the Old Sutherlands in Hannibal for the Hannibal Innovation Campus through Hannibal Public Schools.
Okay.
So there's going to be a lot of partnerships there, like educational partnerships. I don't know who all with, but I know, like local colleges, things like that.
Yeah.
I know Louis Riggs is coming down for it, and I think it's going to be really, really exciting.
Good.
It's sort of their way to just get different kids interested in different things. There's so much of that there. They're doing that new building that we talked about
Yeah.
over by the middle
greenhouse
school.
thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know what all this is going to include, but I'm really excited to find out. I
Yeah.
love that they're using that building. It's just been sitting there for such a long time.
Yeah, that's
so,
very cool.
Yeah.
Well,
so-
we'll look forward to hearing more about that.
Yeah, I'll
And-
have a story on that coming up for sure.
Yeah, and of course, all of the other events that are happening in Hannibal, and like we mentioned before, now we have a really cool place to land when we come to Hannibal,
Yeah.
right? So
Yes, absolutely.
we'll be enjoying all of these events as well. So make sure you
Yes.
stay tuned. And did you have anything else to talk about? I don't want to cut you off.
I don't think so.
Okay, well, you'll come back again and next
I
week,
will.
right? And then we'll chat
come
more.
back.
Yeah, she'll come back.
I mean, we won't get the finger from Bob that way.
Well, maybe we will.
Or maybe we
That's
won't.
going to be our new goal every show. Meg and I need to get the
There it
finger
is.
from Bob. Aha! Mission accomplished. All right. Well, I think that does it for today.
All right.
We'll catch you back here tomorrow for some Club Muddy. See you then.
Bye.
Muddy River News. Our home, our news.